Welcome to the Southern Search Basic Tutorial, which will show you how to effectively find books, articles, ebooks, media, and other sources, how to request items from another library in the Connecticut State Colleges and University Consortium, how to save, print, and email records, and where to get additional help. Here's a layout of the library. On the ground floor is where we have all of our periodicals, such as magazines, journals, and newspapers in print, microfilm, and microfiche. If you don't know how to use microfilm or microfiche, you can get help at the ground floor information desk. Periodicals cannot be checked out, but a scanner is available for your convenience. Theses written by Southern students are also shelved on this floor. The Special Collections and Archives section is also located here, right opposite the art gallery. On the first floor, which is the main floor of Bewley, is the reference collection. Reference books, such as encyclopedias, are excellent for background information on a topic. Reference books have REF and the call number on the spine and do not circulate. However, we have two scanners on this floor, so you can scan pages from books to print, email, or download to a flash drive. Other collections on this floor include the media collection consisting of videos, DVDs, and music CDs, a map collection, a leisure reading collection, and a new books display. On the second floor, we have part of the circulating collection. These are books that can be checked out. When you search the catalog for books and see the word stacks under location, that means the book can be checked out. It's available to be checked out. Books with call numbers A through PN 2924 are on this floor. The third floor continues the circulating book collection. Books with call numbers PN 2925 through Z are shelved here. Other collections on this floor include the juvenile collection, the oversized collection. These are books that are too tall to fit on the regular stacks, and the curriculum lab collection, which consists of instructional materials for teachers and those studying to be teachers. Books are arranged by the Library of Congress call number. A Library of Congress call number is a unique combination of letters and numbers assigned to every book that is catalogued in the library. The call number appears on the spine label of the book. It is like an address and helps to identify the book on the shelf. The initial letter in the call number stands for a major subject area, and the letters and numbers that follow represent subtopics. So all books on a subject are grouped together in the stacks. Here is the address for the library homepage. You can find books, ebooks, articles, DVDs, and other materials by entering your search terms in the search box and clicking on search. The default is to search everything at SCSU, but you can select other options from the pull-down menu, such as course reserves, or you can search across all Connecticut state colleges and universities. Please note that when you select this option, you're only searching for books and other materials, excluding journal articles. If you wish to search for articles, you must select articles and ebooks from the pull-down menu. The default is keyword search, but you can click on advanced search to search by title, author, subject, and ISBN. For an author search, enter the author's last name first, followed by the first name. For example, Dickens, Charles. Subject search searches the Library of Congress subject headings, and these are good for broad topics. You can also combine search terms by doing an and, or not search. For example, you can enter climate change in the first box and greenhouse gases in the second box to find all records that have all these search terms. You can broaden your search by using or. For example, climate change or global warming. Not excludes certain search terms from your search. If you enter climate change, not global warming in the search box, records containing global warming will be excluded from the search. For an exact phrase search, type the phrase within quotes. To search for stand your ground law, enclose stand your ground within quotes. We can limit our search by material type. Let's click on the down arrow to see all the different types of materials available. We can limit our search by language. These are the 4 main languages. And we can also limit our search by publication date. And these are the options available. Let's return to the basic search screen and search for climate change. Let's enter climate change in the search box and click on search. We're searching by keyword, which uses natural language search terms, and we get thousands of results. On the left panel, we see our facets and limiters. Our results are sorted by relevance, but we can click on the down arrow next to sort by relevance and sort by date with the newest on top or the oldest on top. We can also sort by author and by title. We can view just the peer-reviewed journal articles if we wish, or everything that's available full text online, or anything that's available at SCSU. The resource types are listed in alphabetical order. You can click on Show More to see additional resource types. There are several resource types to choose from. If you want to view articles, you can select articles. We have books, audiovisual, dissertations, government documents, images, newspaper articles, reference entries, statistical data sets, websites, and so on. Our results are also broken down by Library of Congress subject headings. The headings appear in numerical order. Those with the most number of entries show up first, and you can click on Show More to see additional subject headings. The author-creator facet allows you to limit your search to authors, creators, etc. The creation date allows you to refine your search by date. The results are also grouped by location. You can click on Show More to see additional locations, just juvenile fiction, the main circulating stacks, the media collection, the oversized stacks, the reference collection, and so on. The collection facet indicates which databases or collections the results appear in. We can also limit our search by language. And finally, the journal titles in which the articles appear are listed here. Anytime you make a selection from the left panel, it will show up as an active filter on the top. So let's scroll up and select everything that's available at SCSU. And let's also select books that have climatic changes in the subject heading. Notice that we get far fewer results now because we've restricted our search to all books at SCSU that have climate changes in the subject heading. Having the filter show up here is very useful because we can keep track of our search. Now let's click on the down arrow next to Southern Connecticut State University and select CSCU Library Consortium, and let's search for climate change across all of the Connecticut State colleges and universities. This time we get 4,226 entries with brief records for each. We scroll down, we can see that some are available as ebooks online. Sometimes you will see multiple versions show up here. This is a very useful feature, especially if you're looking for a specific edition of a book, such as the Norton edition or the Oxford University Press edition. You need to click on Check Holdings to view where the physical book is shelved. Once you click on Check Holdings, you'll be asked to sign in with your username and password. Click on SCSU Users Login. Type in your username and password. This is your banner or SCSU username and password, and click on Sign In. And now you will see that this book is available at Tungus Community College, Gateway Community College, and Housatonic Community College. You can then request the book. Once you sign in, you will also be able to request the book. So click on Available and you can choose any one of these three. I'm just going to select Tungsis. Once I select that, there is a request button. I click on the request button and change the pickup institution to Southern Connecticut State University by clicking on the down arrow and selecting Southern Connecticut State University from the menu there. The pickup library will be Hilton C. Bewley Library, and then I click on Request to confirm my request. The book will be sent here, and I'll be notified by email when the book gets here. Books can be picked up at the circulation desk with your Hootloot ID. Please note that reference books and books that are available at our library and books at the state library cannot be requested online. If there's a book you need from our library circulating collection, you're expected to come and get it yourself. Let's get back to our results list. Next to each record, you will see quotation marks, a mail icon, and a pin icon. Clicking on the quotation marks will bring up a citation style for you. Let's click on it, and you have an option of APA, Chicago, or MLA. You can print the record. You can also email the record to yourself. You can do this individually for each record. Alternatively, you can close out of this and mark several records at a time, save several records at a time, and print them all or email them or import them to a citation software program such as EasyBib. So let's mark a few. So once you've marked a few, you click on the pin icon to go to your favorite list. Select the 3 items you've marked by checking off that box. And now you will see a pin icon again with 3 dots. At this point, if you change your mind and want to unpin any of these 3 records, you can do so. Click on the 3 dots for your next action. Now you can print all of your records or email them all to yourself or export them to EasyBib. If you need additional help, please go to the library homepage and check our FAQ section or ask the library or go to the reference desk on the main floor to seek help from a librarian. Thank you for taking this tutorial.